everyone. My name is Erin, and thank you for joining me today for our donations class. Slowly getting things adjusted. For today's class, it'll be really good for you, beneficial for you to have a blanket. You can use a pillow, a block. Those things will just come in handy for us in our seated posture when we get started to lift our hips a little bit higher as we come into some folds. Today we will be going over wide-legged stance pose, wide-legged forward fold. Will be our main posture for today. So go ahead and just start by getting seated. Having that blanket, that pillow, that bolster underneath to lift your hips a little bit higher. Coming into the seat, maybe just letting your hands rest wherever they lie. Mine come to my knees. Just think about the assistance of that prop underneath you. How you feel, how you've shown up to your mat today. Letting however you feel rise to the surface. Maybe it's frustration, sadness, anger, happiness, fearfulness. However you are feeling right now in this moment, let it surface. Let it show its face. Try to sit with this feeling, whatever it is. Maybe it's a mixture of all of the above. But finding this space to just be with yourself as you are, not trying to change it or pretend that you're something different than you are. And know that whatever feelings arise for you right now in this moment, that they do not define your worth. That these emotions, these feelings, whatever they are, they don't define you. Let's begin to just find our breath. Breathing in through our nose and out through our mouths. We'll begin to add a 4 count to our inhales, pausing in between for another 4 count, and then exhaling for a count of 4. So wherever you're at, just exhale out of the mouth. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, normal breathing. Again, just notice any sensations that come up in your body. Coming into this judge-free zone of yourself, of where you're at right now. Continuing to breathe to keep you in this moment, this present moment in time. Seal your lips and try to breathe in and out through your nose. Adding in your layer of Ujjayi breathing if that's in your practice. That deep constriction in the back of the throat. As you breathe in and out through your nose, your breath can begin to sound like an ocean wave. Inhale, slowly open your eyes. Take in your surroundings. Today for this practice, we'll be practicing relief and release. So as you continue, let the body relax. Let your shoulders soften down into the back just slightly. See if your chest can be a little bit more present. Press those shoulder blades into your back. Good. Bring those fingertips down to the ground so that they just graze. From here, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Good. Inhale, flip the palms, bring them up high over the head. And then exhale, release them back down. Good, 2 more times with that. Inhale, bring the arms back up. And then exhale, release them down. 1 more time. Inhale, bring them back up. And exhale, release them down. This time, inhale, release them up. And then exhale, just lower down your right hand. Let the fingertips graze on the ground. Reach that left hand up and then down towards the right side of the room. Think about here, about your shoulders. Are they scrunching? Can you soften and press the shoulders into the back to shine the heart forward? Notice if the abs are active here. Can we activate our core? Draw the belly button in. Stay here for 1 more breath, maybe looking past your left elbow up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lift back up. Let your left hand plant. Inhale, reach the right arm up high. And then exhale, bend over to the left. Notice those shoulders softening into the back, pressing the chest forward. Notice that gaze, if we can look up towards that right elbow. Think about the arm being long here, not bending at the elbow and wrapping it down, but really trying to extend those fingertips towards the left. Good. Inhale, slowly press yourself back up. Exhale, hands go back down to the ground. Inhale, uncross the legs. Let the feet plant on the ground. Good. From here, sit up as tall as you can. Maybe let the flesh come away from those sit bones so that you can sit up nice and tall. Take those hands and just gently wrap them around your shins. Again, you want to be aware of your shoulder placement here. So are they scrunched up to your ears? Are they rounding forward? Can we press the shoulder heads back to let the heart and chest be a little bit more present? Good. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Draw the belly button and ribs in. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round the spine and straighten your arms. Good. Inhale, press into the arms, bend at the elbows, lift the heart and chest, and then slightly lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Good. Exhale, round, tuck the chin to your chest, straighten the arms, press the feet into the mat. Good, and then inhale, slowly lead with your chest, bend at the elbows, shine the heart, lift the chin. exhale, round and tuck. Good. 2 more times with this. Inhale, lifting up, shining that heart, shining that chin. And then exhale, rounding down. Good. Last one here. Inhale, lifting up. And then exhale, meeting back at center. Good. Inhale, let your left leg go over to the side. Point the toes of your left foot. And then exhale, take your right foot into your left thigh. Think about the right knee pressing down into the ground. Inhale, square your shoulders towards your left foot. You can put a soft bend in your left knee, but really think about the heel pressing down, the toes pointing up. Good. From here, you want to think about not hinging from your belly button, but really think about hinging from your hips. So you want your back to be flat as you begin to press forward. Good. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, lead with your chest as you hinge forward. Good. If there's any crunching in the belly, maybe lift back up and see if you can pull the belly button into your spine as you hinge forward. Maybe there's a soft bend at your left knee here. Inhale. Maybe on your exhale, you tuck your chin to your chest and round down. Maybe you stay lifted and think about reaching forward. Up to you, your choice, what feels better for your body. Tuning in and listening, finding that release right here. What can soften your jaw, your shoulders. One more deep breath. Inhale, slowly lift back up. Draw the left knee in towards the chest. Let the right leg go long. Point the toes up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, place the left foot on your right thigh. Think about the left knee pressing down towards the ground. There can be a soft bend in that right knee, but that heel is pressing down, the toes are pointing up. Inhale, square the shoulders towards the foot, draw the belly button in. Think about hinging from your hips and not from the waist. Good. Inhale, hands down, fingertips down. And then exhale, walk the hands forward. Inhale here. And then exhale, you can round down or stay lifted as you reach forward and lower down. Up to you, your choice, what feels better for your body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, slowly lift back up. Exhale, take that right foot in to touch the left foot, butterfly pose. I'll show you this from the side. So the feet are pressing together. You want the pinky toes to stay together and the big toes to open up like it's a book, almost like you're reading a book with your feet. And then you want your knees to press down. Good. When you press those knees down, this should hinge you just a little bit forward. And then you really want to think about pulling those shoulder blades into your back. Your hands can be at the ankles, maybe at the shins. Good. Inhale, draw the belly button in. And then exhale, begin to hinge forward. We don't want the rounding of the spine here. We really want to hinge forward, lead with the heart. This will come into handy when we come into our standing forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Because we need to get this awareness into our hips to not fold from our belly button, but to fold from our hips. Hinge at the hips, almost like the hinge at a door. Breathing deeply here, one more breath. Inhale, slowly lift up. Bring your hands to the outsides of the legs and gently close them shut. Let your feet swing over to one side and let your hands come down. We'll make our way into a tabletop position. Good. Taking that blanket, that prop, that pillow over to the side here. Make space for your fingers to spread wide. Pressing those fingertips into the mat. Think about here, drawing the belly button in towards your spine. Think about your gaze being slightly forward past your fingertips, but down at the ground. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg behind you, straighten out. Think about the heel pressing towards the back of the room, the toes pointed down towards the ground. Exhale, hold it here. Draw the belly button in towards the chest. Inhale, and then exhale, keep the leg straight as you take the foot over to tap the ground at the side. Good. Inhale, bring it straight back behind you. Exhale, go to the side and tap. Good. Inhale, bring it right back behind you. Steadiness and control here 2 more times. Bring it out to the side, and then inhale, bring it back. Good. Last time, exhale out to the side, and inhale, bring it back. Exhale, lower down your right knee. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg goes long behind you, toes point down towards the ground. Belly button draws in towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale, bring it out to the side to tap. Try to keep your abs strong here. Inhale, bring it behind you. Exhale, bring it out to the side and tap. Good. Inhale, bring it behind. 2 more times. Exhale, out to the side, tap. Inhale, right back behind. Exhale, bring it to the side and tap. Inhale, hold it here. Exhale, bend at the knee, let it plant. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the knees to hover. Exhale. Inhale, find steadiness here. Exhale, let go of the tension in your jaw. Inhale. Exhale, lower down the knees. Inhale, curl the toes under. Exhale, draw the hips back. And then press the hips up towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, maybe you pedal out your feet. Find 2 to 3 breaths to really get into some movement that feels good for you. Think about stretching out the calves, the hamstrings, your lower back. Notice if there's any tension in your shoulders. Are you scrunching? Are you hunching? Can you pull and draw those shoulders into the back to let that heart be a little bit more present, even right here and now? Good. On your last exhale, go ahead and just let the feet be still, meeting in your downward dog. Inhale, look forward at your fingertips, and then exhale, tippy toe. Soft and slow, taking the full exhale to make your feet up to your hands. Forward fold. Think here, bend your knees. Think about the hips to the sky and press your feet into the ground. Good, let your head hang heavy, let your hands hang heavy. Think about the belly button drawing in towards the spine. Good, maybe you just rock and shake your shoulders to try to release some pressure in your lower back. Good, find space, 2 breaths here. Letting go. Let go of the tension in your shoulders. Let go of the effort in your jaw. There should be a little bit of effort in your legs, your feet pressing down, your hamstrings getting stretched out, and you drawing your belly button in towards your spine. But everything else should be relaxed. Good, 1 more breath here. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Create a number 7 with your body. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Your hands can come to your thighs or your shins here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, fold over. Bring your nose down to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, create that number 7. And exhale, fold. This time, inhale, rise up all the way to standing. Palms come overhead, they touch. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Good, going in for a twist here. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, flip your right hand so the pinky faces towards the back of the room. Exhale, let your right pinky go down towards the ground, and then your left hand goes in front. Finding this twist, think about your hips pressing forward towards the front of the room. Good, both thumbs facing up. Inhale, lift the arms back up to center, and then switch sides. Exhale, left pinky faces towards the back of the room. Inhale, soften the shoulders away from the ears, draw the belly button in. Exhale, lower that left and right hand down towards right hand, or left hand goes back, right hand goes forward. Okay, coming into this twist, square off your hips. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, look up at your fingertips. Press the hips slightly forward, draw the belly button in. Inhale, maybe we bend backwards. Exhale, we slowly lift up. Inhale, soften the shoulders. And exhale, fold over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot back. Inhale, come up onto the fingertips. Draw your belly away from your thigh. Good. Almost pressing those shoulder blades towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, lower down your right knee, uncurl the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, soften the shoulders, draw the belly and ribs in. You should feel this stretch on the right hip flexor, the front of the right hip. Inhale, see if you can bend into that left knee just a little bit more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, let both of your hands plant inside of your left foot. Inhale, heel toe your left foot over to the edge of your mat. And then walk your hands over so that your wrists step underneath your shoulders. Exhale, if your hips are up high, see if you can bend into the knee and lower the hips down towards the ground, like there's weights in them. Inhale here. Exhale. That release, that relief. Feeling this stretch as it's happening. Noticing what emotions come up. Where we're feeling the tension in our body. And seeing if we can use our breath to communicate to those areas of tension. Just breathing. Knowing that that's enough right here and now. One more breath here. Filling up completely and letting it go. Good. Inhale, curl the back toe under, lift the back knee. Exhale, begin to walk your hands towards the long edge of your mat as you pivot on your toes, coming into the first wide-legged fold. Adjust your feet accordingly. Think here about pressing into your heels and then pressing into both sides of your feet. Not only the pinky side, but also into those arches. Good. Think here about walking your hands slightly forward. And then think about that tilt from your pelvis and not from your belly button. So the arms are straight here. Inhale. Exhale, begin to bend at the elbows. See if we can hinge from our hips to lower our head down. Notice the tension, the tightness. Where are we feeling this scrunching? Good. Inhale, lift up halfway, straighten the arms. And then exhale, bend into the elbows. Maybe this time lower the head, look back behind you. Good. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, begin to walk your hands to the back of the mat, framing that right foot. Good. Pivot on the back foot. All 10 toes face towards the back of your mat. Come up onto those fingertips. Draw the belly button away from the thigh. Inhale. Press your left heel back. Exhale. Lower down the knee. Uncurl the toes. Inhale. Sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale. Soften the shoulders. Draw the belly button in. Inhale. Bend into that knee. See if we can sink a little bit deeper here. And then exhale, the hands come inside of the right foot. Heel toe that right foot out. On your exhale, stack your wrists underneath your shoulders here. And then notice your hips. Let them be heavy. Let them sink down towards the ground. Good. Finding the space here. Always just noticing what comes up. Where you feel the tug, where you feel the pull, the stretch, all of the sensations. Part of yoga is just being aware of your body, how this affects you, how you feel. Good. One more breath. Inhale, curl the back toe under, lift the back knee, going straight back in. Walk your hands on your exhale to the wide edge of your mat. Wide-legged forward fold here. Inhale, straighten those arms. And then exhale, hinge from the hips, look down towards the ground, and then back towards the back of the room. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold over, bend at the elbows. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your hands to your hips. And inhale, lift all the way up to this wide-legged fold. You'll see that my legs are very wide here. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can always take it in just a tad, right? So know what works for you and your body, what you feel comfortable with. Inhale, take your hands to your hips if they're not already. Exhale, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Draw the shoulder blades into the back, shine the heart. Good. Inhale. Exhale, draw your belly in, draw your ribs in, stay firm. Press down through the heels, press down through the outer blades of your feet. Good. Inhale, look up, shine the chin, shine the chest. And then exhale, tilt at your pelvis, lead with the chest as you fold forward. Draw the belly button in. And then exhale, hands come down to the ground. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, walk your hands to frame your left foot again. And then step your left foot back to meet your right. Plank pose. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Press the heels back. Look forward past the fingertips, but down at the ground. Exhale, lower down to your knees. From here, lower down your chest and chin. Good. Keep those hips lifted up high. And then inhale, press the hips down, lift the head and chest. Exhale, first time here, let's press back into child's pose. So draw the hips back to the heels, kiss the toes together, spread the knees wide, let your forehead rest on the mat. Good. Knowing that throughout our flow, if this is what you want to do when we go to downward dog, instead of going downward dog, you can do child's pose. So know that that's an option for you each time you do it, knowing based off how you feel today. Finding that breath once more, deep breath in, deep breath out. One more. Nice deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good. Inhale, look up at the fingertips. Exhale, press yourself into tabletop. Inhale, curl the toes under, draw the hips up, downward dog. Good. Inhale, look forward at your fingertips. Exhale, tiptoe your feet up towards your hand forward fold. Think about pressing the heels down and lifting the hips up high, folding over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, rise up all the way to standing. Palms come overhead, they touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Finding a moment to pause here in this stillness. Letting what we just did go and working on another flow together. Finding the balance, the steadiness, the ease here. Coming into a balancing posture to start our flow. Press down through your left foot. Inhale, see if you can lift the right knee. Exhale, draw the belly button in. Maybe you reach your hands up on the inhale. Exhale. Inhale, see if you can begin to bring the heel back to the glute. And then step the foot back behind you, reaching back as far as you can, and then lowering down the toes. If it wasn't so steady for you, that's okay. Inhale. Exhale, bend at your right knee and press the heel back. So we're bending at the knee, pressing the heel back. We want our hips, our hip bones to be facing towards the front of the room. So you really want to tuck that tailbone under and press the hips forward. Inhale, see if you can straighten that back leg. If you can't, that's fine. Keep it bent. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plant the hands inside of the foot. Exhale, walk your hands to the wide edge of the mat. Coming into this wide-legged fold. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, lift all the way up. Good. Exhale, take your arms out to a T, thumbs facing up, pinkies facing down. Inhale, shine the heart. Exhale. Inhale, flip the thumbs down. Exhale, see if we can reach the hands behind us. Good. Those hands can be pressing back, or maybe they find a bind. If they find a bind, straighten the arms and shine the heart forward. We want to keep the hands lifted away from the glutes, away from the bottom. And if that doesn't work for you, you can always release the hands and then just press them back. Good. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chin, and then exhale, begin to lead with your chest as you fold forward. Those hands come up overhead. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. On your exhale, lower down your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Exhale, walk your hands to frame the front foot, your left foot, as all 10 toes, your left toes face forward, your right toes stay towards the long edge of the mat. Good. Opening up to warrior two. Reach your right arm out in front. Good. And then inhale, lift that hand, cartwheel it around like a rainbow, and then lower both the hands, palms face down, warrior two. Think about that right hip. Is it pressing towards the front of the room? Can we take that right hip and press it towards your right foot? Good. Bend into your left knee. Find space here. Arms out to that T. Look forward past your fingertips. Inhale, soften the shoulders, shine the heart, draw the belly button in. Exhale, bend a little bit deeper. Inhale, flip the front palm, sweep it behind you. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame your left foot. Come onto the toes of your back foot here. Good. Last add-on, walk the hands out in front, going into standing splits. Press into your left foot. As you straighten your left leg, lift your right leg up off the ground. Point the toes down, press that heel back. Inhale. Notice if the right hip is trying to lift up towards the ceiling, lower it down towards the ground. Exhale, step your left foot back to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, rise up all the way to standing. Palms come overhead, they touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Going through this flow on the other side. I'm switching sides of the mat so you can see me on the warrior two. Finding that breath, When you're ready, inhale, pressing down through your right foot, lifting your left knee. Inhale, draw the belly button in. Exhale. Inhale, take your left heel back to your left glute and then straighten the leg behind you. Exhale, landing in that high lunge here. Inhale, maybe the arms come up overhead. Exhale, we bend into that left knee. Try to point the hips up towards the front of the room. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the inside of your right foot. And then inhale, walk your hands to the wide edge of your mat. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, lift all the way up. Good. Exhale, arms out to the side. This time, palms face down. Notice how that feels. Notice where you're putting the weight in your feet. Can we press down through those feet equally? Draw the belly button in, press the hips forward. Exhale, thumbs down. Reach the hands behind you. Inhale. Maybe we find that bind with the hands, or maybe we're just pressing the palms back. Shine the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, lead with the chest as you fold forward. Press those hands up. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, walk your hands to frame your right foot. Turn the right toes towards the front of your mat. Bend into your right knee. Inhale, reach that left arm out in front. Exhale, like a rainbow, reach it up and back behind you to lift your whole entire body up. Good. Exhale, soften. Bend into that front knee. Notice your left hip, press it back. Inhale, look forward past your fingertips. Exhale, flip the front palm, sweep it behind you, exalted warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame your right foot. Come onto the toes of the back foot. Inhale, walk the hands out in front. Exhale, press into that right foot as you straighten it. Lift the left leg behind you. Notice that the left hip is trying to lift up. Square it down towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold over. Inhale. Rise up all the way to standing. Palms come overhead. They touch. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Let's go through that a little bit faster, adding on just a little bit more. Press down through your your left foot. Inhale, lift your right knee. Exhale, take the heel back to the glute as you reach that left heel back behind you, right heel back behind you to lower down the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, soften in. Inhale, cartwheel the hands down inside of that left foot. Exhale, walk yourself to the wide edge of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, this time just thumbs down. Inhale, reach them behind you, scoop them behind you, lift the head and chest. And then exhale, lead with the chest as you fold forward, pressing those hands up towards the ceiling, back behind you. Exhale, lower the hands down. Good. Inhale, walk your hands to frame the left foot. Turn the left toes towards the left. Leave the right foot right where it's at. Inhale, reach that right arm out in front. Like a rainbow, sweep it up, lift up, warrior two. Good. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, sweep it behind you. Good. Inhale, cartwheel the hands to frame the left foot. Come onto the toes of your right foot. Walk the hands out in front of you. Inhale, lift that back leg, standing Exhale, go into a tap. Good, inhale, straighten it back up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, straighten. Last one, exhale, tap. Good, inhale, straighten. This time, exhale, lower that right foot down. Come into that low lunge once more, like we did at the beginning of class. Inhale, draw the belly button away from the thigh. Exhale, plant your hands. And then inhale, step your left foot back to meet your right. Exhale, lower down your way. Knees, chest, chin are just lowering down. Inhale, lift that chest and head. Exhale, curl the toes under. Options, child's pose, or drawing the hips back and up, downward dog. Good, finding space here. When you're ready, catching your breath, going through this one more time on your left side. Inhale, look forward at the fingertips. Exhale, walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, rise up all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. I'm switching sides of the mat. You guys stay right where you're at. Inhale, press down through your right foot. Lift your left knee. Exhale, take the foot back to the glute. Inhale, straighten it behind you. Lower the toes down. Exhale, find your steadiness. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, soften, bend. Inhale, cartwheel the hands to frame inside of the foot. Exhale, walk your hands to the long edge of your mat. All 10 toes face that way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, take those hands out. Inhale, reach them behind you. Maybe this time you find the bind if you haven't tried it already. Press those hands into one another. Shine the heart and chest. Exhale, lead with the chest as you fold down, pressing those hands up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, release the bind. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, cartwheel your hands around to frame the right foot. Inhale, reach that left arm out in front. Exhale, like a rainbow, rise up, warrior two. Inhale, bend into that front knee. Exhale. Inhale, flip the front palm, sweep it behind you. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame the front foot. Come onto the toes of the back foot. Inhale, walk the hands out in front. And then exhale, lift up, standing splits. Inhale, coming into those taps. Exhale, tap the knees. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Good, inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. I bend both knees here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. That was the last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower that foot back down. Come into a low lunge. Good. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Inhale. Exhale, lower down your way. Inhale, lift the head and heart. Exhale, draw the hips back, maybe child's pose, maybe downward dog. Good. Wherever you're at, find your breath. Letting that flow go. Finding the space to just breathe. One more breath in your downward dog. And then maybe lowering down to the knees. Finding child's pose. Notice your need for stillness right here. If you need that stillness or if you need to move, maybe just rocking the hips side to side. Maybe massaging your forehead, rubbing it side to side. Massaging that third eye. Finding a space to once again connect to the earth, to your body, to however you are feeling right now. Knowing that it matters. Knowing that how you feel does not determine your worth. And once again, connecting with your breath. Trying to make those exhales longer than your inhales, cooling breath here. Relax, relief, release. For our big hip opener today, we'll go ahead and find pigeon's pose. To get there, let's make our way into downward dog. From here, inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. Think about your left heel pressing down into the mat. Notice that tension, that pull on your left leg as your right leg is lifted. Soften in your shoulders. Inhale. On your exhale, go ahead and draw your knee in towards your chest. And then take your right knee towards your right wrist. Let your shin plant down. So your right foot is by your left wrist. And then heel toe that left leg behind you to lower down the knee. From here, you want to come up onto the fingertips here and find a little bit of a back bend. So think about your shoulders. Are they hunching up to your ears? Are they rounding forward? Can you pull those shoulder heads back and let the chest be present here? Good. Finding space. Think about the weight on both of your hips. Inhale. And then on your exhale, maybe you walk the hands in front of you, bend at the elbows. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you go all the way down to your forearms. Or maybe you go all the way down to the ground. Up to you wherever you're at. Just thinking about holding this for 7 breaths. So not taking yourself too deep, but just finding the space to let those feelings and emotions come back up. Letting them surface. And seeing if you can hold them in this stillness. Knowing that they do not determine your worth. That you are worth so much more than how you are feeling. However you're feeling, notice how it shows up in your body. Where you're holding on to that tension, that tightness, releasing your jaw, softening the front of your heart, softening in your hips. Finding this release to let however you're feeling go. Inhale, fill up, fill up, fill up. Open your mouth and let it go. Inhale, press into your hands. Begin to walk those hands back in. Curl the back toe under. Maybe you lift that back knee and walk it in until you have enough room to pick up that right leg and send it right back up to the ceiling. Lower down your left heel. Maybe here you find space, maybe some rocks and rolls of that knee. Maybe you find a wild thing, a flip your dog. That works for you to open up in the hips a little bit more. When you're ready, lower down that right foot. Press the right heel down as you extend the left leg behind you. Exhale, bring the left knee in towards the left wrist, and then let your left foot go towards your right wrist. Maybe you heel toe that foot behind you, find space to walk that leg back, uncurl the toes, inhale, come up onto the fingertips. Make sure the weight is equally distributed into your feet. Press those shoulders into the back, shine the heart. And then exhale, walk the hands out in front of you. Maybe you just keep the arms straight, or maybe you bend at the elbows, or maybe you lower all the way down to the ground. Finding the space on this side. 7 deep, long breaths. Inhale, fill up, fill up, fill up. Open your mouth and let it go. Inhale, slowly walk those hands back in. Curl the back toe under, lift that back knee, find space until you have enough room to lift that left leg back up towards the ceiling, lowering down your right heel. Maybe you find some circles with that left knee. Maybe you flip your dog wild thing. And then slowly begin to make your way back into downward dog, just to lower down to the knees. Swing the feet over to one side and find a seat. Maybe grabbing for that blanket, that prop. And then in your seat, we'll find a wide-legged stance. Think here about your toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Maybe your knees are slightly bent. If you're still working on that folding part of folding over, I highly recommend you bend your knees, especially if you're feeling that crunching in your belly. That'll really help here. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Maybe your hands come to the inner thighs here. And then exhale. Again, press the shoulder blades into the back, shine the heart, and hinge forward. Maybe you bend at the elbows and pull using your biceps to pull your body down. Maybe you reach those hands out in front of you. Good, wherever you're at, maybe you grab for your toes. Up to you. Just inhale, exhale, let go, release. Find some relief here in the shoulders, in the head, maybe even effort in the hands. Wherever you're at, make sure those knees are pointing up and not rounding in towards the center. Those knees can be bent. Mine are totally bent. Know that it's okay to bend your knees. Doesn't mean anything about this, except for that you're working on something. You're working to deepen your practice. You have to work your way there. Knowing that's okay. Inhale, slowly, slowly. Rise back up. Exhale, bend at both of your knees. Bring your feet to touch. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Press those knees down. Spread your feet open like that book. Inhale, shine the heart forward, and then exhale. Hinge once more from your hips. Maybe your arms reach out in front. Maybe you're working on that pull, so you bend at your elbows and shine that heart forward. Getting the stretch in the inner thighs, getting it maybe in the hips, in the back of the hips. Again, just coming into your surroundings, noticing how this stretch works for your body. And then inhale, slowly lifting up. Exhale, hands to the outsides of the knees, gently close them shut. I'm going to turn to the side. You guys stay right where you're at. Inhale, reach your arms out in front. You can remove the prop from underneath you. Thumbs face up. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round in your spine. As you slowly begin to lower down onto your back. Once you're all the way down, just hug those knees in towards your chest. Find some release for your lower back. And then open those arms up to a T. Take those knees to stack above your hips and then bring your feet up to knee height. Exhale, let your legs fall over to the right. Your gaze maybe over to the left or up towards the ceiling. However intensely you'd like to take this twist. Remembering to breathe, pressing those shoulders into the mat. Inhale, slowly lift the knees back up. And exhale over to the other side. Inhale, lifting those knees back up. Last posture here. Bring the knees in towards your armpits. Draw those knees in. Think about the hips being flat on the mat. Pressing those hips down as the knees pull in. Good. You can stay right here or maybe reach for your heels and find a happy baby. Outer blades of your feet. Inhale, extend those heels up towards the ceiling. Drawing the hips down, pulling the knees in. Maybe you rock side to side here. Maybe you straighten both legs. Maybe you bend the knees. Up to you. Let this feel good. Play around with it. What feels good to you right here and now? We worked a lot on the inner thighs, so you can maybe get a little bit of playfulness, bringing the feet together, pressing the knees out. Just noticing what really feels good. And getting that last little moment, maybe letting a smile cross your face, knowing that this is so silly. Maybe having some playful moments, bringing a little bit of joy into your practice. And then when you're ready, let the feet go to the outer edges of your mat, the corners. Let the toes roll in opposite directions, releasing your hips here. Let your hands go out to the sides. Maybe not directly down to your sides, because that takes up some tension and some tightness in your shoulder blades. Letting them come out to the side so that your shoulders can be flat on the mat. Those shoulder blades, once again, pressing into the back so that the heart can lift and shine. Your heart can be present in everything that you do. Knowing that that's okay. Putting your heart into your practice, into your life. Doing things out of love, out of concern for others, out of happiness. Just letting your heart lead the way. Finding stillness in this practice. Stay here as long as you can. As long as you can. remembering to breathe through the stillness. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. Namaste.